Dave, welcome back to City Beat, your big picture window into Southeast Asia's quirks. Today, we're tackling a perennial headache, taxi meter problems in Bangkok.
A real headache for many people, Jim. Between dodgy meters and surprise surcharges, catching a ride in the city can feel like a gamble, and not the fun kind.
Let's set the scene. You hail a bright yellow cab off Sukhumvit Road, slide into the back seat, and ask the driver to turn on the meter. Simple, right?
You'd think so, Jim, but almost half the time, drivers forget to switch on the meter, then quote you a flat rate that's double or triple the official fare.
Exactly. And if you argue, you risk them dumping you on the pavement at the next soy. Not exactly ideal at midnight.
So let's break down the main meter mishaps we've encountered, Jim. First up, the stationary starting fee.
Ah, yes, the mythical 50 baht service charge before the meter even clicks. I've seen it tacked on like a tourist surcharge.
And drivers will insist it's company policy, even though the law caps that starting fee at 35 baht. They can only tack on extra charges with the meter if they're stuck in traffic for more than 3 minutes.
Then there's the phantom airport surcharge levied everywhere, even when you're trying to go from Victory Monument to Siam Paragon.
Right. Jim, if I had a baht for every time a taxi driver asked an extra 100 baht for airport toll when I'd already paid the expressway toll charges, I'd have enough cash to buy all our listeners a cold singa.
Couldn't agree more, Dave. But beyond bogus flat rates and fake extras, sometimes the meter just runs too fast.
We call that the warp speed meter. You watch the numbers climb 10 baht every 30 seconds, like you're fueling a Lamborghini instead of inching through rush hour Sukhumvit.
So, why does this happen? Two main culprits: poorly calibrated meters and outright cheating.
On calibration, meters need annual certification by the Land Transport Department, but enforcement is spotty. Many drivers skip the renewal, leaving their meters untested.
And on cheating, some drivers rig their meters with hidden magnets or voltage hacks that artificially bump up the fare. It's like taxi tech meets guerrilla warfare.
Which brings us to our battered bullet point of solutions, Jim. What can riders do?
First, insist on the meter, politely but firmly. If the driver refuses, don't pay anything at all. Just get out and flag another cab. It might cost you an extra 5 minutes' time at worst, so allow enough time for your journey.
Second, use ride-hailing apps like Grab or Bolt. They guarantee a quoted fare, no meter games.
True, but let's be honest, Dave. Surge pricing during Songkran or a monsoon downpour can make that guaranteed fare look like highway robbery.
Fair point, Jim. Third, memorize approximate meter fares. If you know a 10-kilometer trip should be around 100 to 120 baht, you can spot a ripoff when they ask for 200 baht.
Fourth, look for well-maintained cabs with approval stickers. Fresh paint, valid inspection, and a working aircon meter is your best bet.
And fifth, keep small change on you. If you hand over 500 baht and the meter says 75, you'll never see the full 425 baht change again, probably just 400.
Good call, Dave. Now, what about taxi driver culture? Many expats feel tense confronting drivers, but a little Thai phrasebook can go a long way.
Meter na krap for men and meter na ka for ladies. That means please use the meter. Say it with a smile and a slight nod. 6 out of 10 times they'll comply.
And if that fails, drop the polite act and get out. Sometimes a full-throated mayao flat rate, meaning I don't want a flat rate, is your only recourse.
Side note, we once tried flagging a taxi at Siam Square and ended up in a 2-hour freeway detour because the driver insisted shortcut meant the scenic route through Ratchada.
Lesson learned. Keep Google Maps open and don't be afraid to say, this is the route I want.
Getting to and from Bangkok airports using public transport is surprisingly straightforward, so I always try to avoid taxis to the airport.
Absolutely, Dave. For Suvarnabhumi Airport, the airport rail link is a game changer. It connects the airport to downtown Bangkok in about 30 minutes with stops at key transit hubs like Makassar and Phaya Thai.
And for Don Mueang Airport, there are several public bus routes like the A1 and A2, which link the airport to Mu Chit BTS and Chachuchak MRT stations.
Plus, both airports have affordable shuttle buses that connect to major transit hubs. Just be sure to check the schedules, as they can vary depending on the time of day.
You can always get a taxi once you've taken the public transport into the city itself.
Yes, that's what I do, unless it's peak travel times and the SkyTrain is full of daily commuters.
Let's talk enforcement. The Bangkok Metropolitan Administration has taxi patrols that randomly check meters, but they operate like a ghost in the night, rarely seen.
I've filed 2 complaints with the Department of Land Transport. Both times I never heard back. It's like dropping a message in the Gulf of Thailand, vast and silent.
Until enforcement tightens, the onus stays on riders, which leads us to our final takeaway, Jim. Be informed, be prepared, and be unapologetic.
Couldn't agree more, Dave. Keep your meter on mantra, use apps when you can, memorize ballpark fares, and always have small change.
And remember, we're 2 hobbyist podcasters, not taxi meter police. But we hope these tips save you time, baht, and sanity.
Thanks for joining our quick deep dive into Bangkok taxi meter chaos. If you've got a wild taxi story or a secret hack, drop us a message below in the comments section. We may feature your comments in a future episode.
Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and share this episode with any fellow expats or tourists ready to brave the Bangkok streets.
Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and may all your meters run fair. City Beat out.